Thank you all for coming together with us for this momentous occasion for the election results and the installation of the inaugural NCNW Delaware Valley Section Executive Board. Happy to see all of you. Thank you all for being with us through this process and being patient with us. And today we will be announcing the results of the election, as well as installing the newly elected board. I want to thank State President Sharon Glasgow for being with us today and for helping us through this process. And we'll also like to acknowledge two special guests that we have with us today. Dr. Alada Taylor from the from NCNW National, she's our historian, and President Nicholas from the Long Island Cross County section. They will be helping us read the results today. And just want to tell you a little bit about each of the our special guests that are here today. Dr. Alada Taylor, again, she's our NCNW historian for the national section. She's a senior executive in the federal government. She holds a doctorate. She holds a doctorate in organizational development and has 30+ years of federal government experience. Everybody, please welcome Dr. Alada Taylor.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Morning.
Thank you for being with us today. Our other special guest is President Simone A. Nicholas. She is the president of the Long Island Cross County section in New York. She is a native of Brooklyn, New York, and is the granddaughter of Caribbean immigrants from Guyana, South America, as well as St. Vincent, Virgin Islands, and Grenada. Simone will be reading the results with Dr. Taylor. They will be alternating between each office. And ladies, if you are ready to read the results for us, you may begin.
So I'll kick it off and I'll say good morning again, and everyone looks lovely. I guess even though we're sheltering in place, we're still looking good, huh? Wonderful. So these are the results for the section candidates for the section president. Juanita M. Jenkins, 85 votes. Write-in abstain, 9 votes. Write-in not applicable, 2 votes. Write-in Deidre Gray, 1 vote.
Good morning, Council Sisters, and I want to begin by saying it's an honor and a privilege to be here, and congratulations to NCNW Delaware Valley Section. The candidate for Section Vice President, the first candidate is Dr. Doreen Lowry with 65 votes, and Kathleen K. Ruzidlo, I just needed to phonetically get it. Thank you. Ruzidlo with 32 votes.
Candidate for Section Second Vice President, Deidre Gray, 50 votes. Roberta Williams Frank, 47 votes.
Candidate for Section Third Vice President, Jade Daniels, 87 votes. Write-in Angela Pender, 5 votes. Another write-in, Sherry Ellison, 2 votes. Another write-in, Titania Jenkins, 1 vote. Another write-in, Darlene Smith, 1 vote. And the last write-in, not applicable, 1 vote.
Candidate for Section Treasurer, named Delicia Adderley, 90 votes. Write-in abstain, 4 votes. Write-in not applicable, 2 votes. Write-in not applicable, 1 vote.
Candidate for Section Financial Secretary, Annie Williams Gadsden, 91 votes. Write-in, abstain, 4 votes. Write-in, not applicable, 2 votes.
Candidate for Section Recording Secretary, Patricia Williams, 90 votes. Write-in, abstain, 3 votes. Not applicable, 2 votes. Gail Montgomery Watson, 1 vote. Not applicable, 1 vote.
Candidate for Section Corresponding Secretary, write-in, not applicable, 15 votes. Write-in, Gail Montgomery Watson, 11 votes. Write-in, abstain, 10 votes. Write-in, none, 9 votes. Write-in, not applicable, 4 votes. Write-in, Gail D. Montgomery Watson, 3 votes. Write-in, not applicable, 3 votes. Write-in, Kathleen Rusidlo, 3 votes. Write-in, Gail Montgomery, 2 votes. Write-in, Princess Williams, 2 votes. Write-in, Karima Bushanafa, 2 votes. Write-in, no vote, 2 votes. Write-in, Jane Doe, 1 vote. Write-in, Gail D. Montgomery Watson, 1 vote. Write-in, Annie Williams Gadsden, 1 vote. Write-in, Valerie Dudley, 1 vote. Write-in, Kathleen Rusidlo, 1 vote. Write-in, Tiffany Lee, 1 vote. Write-in, G, 1 vote. Write-in, Corresponding Secretary, 1 vote. Write-in, Valerie Langston, 1 vote. Write-in, Gail Montgomery Watson, 1 vote. Write-in, Natasha Faison, 1 vote. Write-in, unknown, 1 vote. Write-in, Kathleen Rusidlo, 1 vote. Write-in, Deidre Gray, 1 vote. Write-in, Ethelind Baylor, 1 vote. Write-in, Kathleen Rusidlo, 1 vote. Write-in, Cynthia Drakeford, 1 vote. Write-in, Cassandra Luberis, 1 vote. Write-in, blank, 1 vote. Write-in, Afia King, 1 vote. Write-in, no candidate, 1 vote. Write-in, no one, 1 vote. Write-in, Bessie Mason, 1 vote. Write-in, whoever president appoints, 1 vote. Write-in, Roberta Williams Frank, 2nd Vice President, 1 vote. Write-in, Carlina Saunders, 1 vote. Write-in, Patricia Williams, 1 vote. Write-in, I'm not sure who would like this responsibility, 1 vote. Write-in, Doreen Lowry, 1 vote. Write-in, Shalisa Brunson, 1 vote. And write-in, period, 1 vote.
Dr. Taylor and President Nicholas, thank you so much for being with us today and for participating in our election. We appreciate you taking your time out to be with us today. And now I will pass it over to State President Glasgow so that she can announce our winners. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
I am sorry. Could you hear me?
We can hear you
No.
now.
Could you hear me previously?
No.
No.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for unmuting me, Shalisa. I just saw it pop up on the screen. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. We are elated to get to this point for the Delaware Valley section of NCNW. I'm so looking forward to this section being able to move forward. Just want to thank Dr. Alada Taylor, my sister in NCNW, and Simone Nicholas for joining us this morning, and all of the members of this election committee. Can we just give them a round of applause for a stellar, they just really wrap their arms around this. And I want to say this because it's not easy. So the time, effort, and talent that they have put into this process and their commitment to making sure that every time that they were in front of you or had an opportunity to share information with this section, it was crisp, it was on point. And there are things going on in the background, but you never see it up front. So we were thankful. We all know what it takes to move things forward. And I just want to say thank you and congratulations. At this point, I want to announce the winners of the 2020 through 2022 Executive Board for the Delaware Valley section of the National Council of Negro Women. May you serve your terms with honor and dignity and have as much pleasure as the rest of us do in carrying out the mission of NCNW. And bear with me, I'm pulling up because I want to make sure. And the president of the Delaware Valley section of NCNW will be Miss Juanita M. Jenkins. Let's congratulate Juanita. The people have voted, and the first vice president will be Dr. Doreen Lowry. Let's give her a round of applause. The section second vice president will be Deetra Gray. Let's give Deetra a round of applause. The third vice president will be Miss Jade Daniels. The section treasurer will be Delisha Adderley. The section's financial secretary will be Annie Williams Gatson. The candidate for the recording secretary will be Patricia Williams. The corresponding secretary, the first highest number of write-in votes were for Gail Montgomery Watson. As a result, and there were several, the second highest, let's go to Gail Montgomery Watson for a moment. Gail, do you accept the responsibility of becoming the section's corresponding secretary?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. So we just wanted to do first right of approval, refusal, and thank you. Gail Montgomery Watson will be the Delaware Valley section corresponding secretary.
Thank you, sisters.
You're welcome. A lot of write-ins there. And that concludes your executive cabinet for the 2020-2022 section of the Delaware Valley section of the National Council of Negro Women. Let's give everyone an applause. I'm turning it back over to the executive committee at this time.
Thank you, President Glasgow. So at this time, we are going to take a brief intermission, and we're actually going to play a video for you all about the history of NCNW. And when we come back at 11 a.m., we will begin the installation process.
to achieve. In these times, we feel that in order to achieve the goal of civil and human rights for all, it is necessary for women of all races and creeds to know and understand each other.
The National Council of Negro Women Incorporated was created and led by a woman of immense vision, far beyond the understanding of the times. Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune knew what a powerful force women of color could be if we were organized and focused. Having been involved with many established organizations, such as the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, United Negro College Fund, Jack and Jill of America, and the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, she knew it could be done. Not to mention creating a school from a one-room building outside of Daytona, which was called Bethune-Cookman College, and is now a university. While all of these individual organizations were moving in a positive direction, she envisioned something greater. Thus, in 1935, the National Council of Negro Women was born, an organization of organizations. By 1938, NCNW coordinated regular visits to the White House to bring attention to the need for more Black female administrators in the U.S. government, and the organization was involved in the formation of the Women's Army Corps that led to the desegregation of the military. In the 1940s and 50s, the organization was led by Dorothy Bolden Farabee, an obstetrician and a civil rights activist, and Vivian Carter Mason, a city administrator devoted to social and political reform. Mrs. Farabee and Mrs. Mason overcame the obstacles, and under their leadership, NCNW lobbied for women's rights. They fought racial discrimination and established a national healthcare system. Sometimes a leader will arrive who will forever change an organization. Dr. Dorothy Irene Height was that leader. She was chosen to lead the organization in 1957. While being one of the major architects of the civil rights movement, she achieved non-profit status for NCNW and shifted our focus to advancing our standard of living. As the godmother of the civil rights movement, she stated, "Empowerment is the most important thing we can give ourselves. Change comes not at the direction of a nation, but at the insistence of its people." It was her vision to purchase the building at 633 Pennsylvania Avenue as the new home for NCNW. And in the year 1996, that objective came to fruition.
We came to love her stories, and we loved her smile. We loved those hats that she wore like a crown, regal.
Following the passing of Dr. Dorothy Height in 2010, former teacher, news producer, and prison administrator, Dr. Barbara Shaw, stepped up to be the national chair. Her quest was to keep NCNW moving forward. And through her steady leadership and tenacity, we did just that during a critical time. In 2012, Ingrid Saunders Jones was unanimously elected to be the 6th NCNW National Chair. She stepped into the NCNW leadership role and successfully steered the organization to firm financial footing, with an emphasis on future growth. Ms. Jones' mantra, "NCNW is alive and well and solvent," became a rallying call, along with her passion to build a stronger Black America. And it was evident in NCNW's direction. Forward for the Future focused on education through STEM, health disparities in communities with HIV and AIDS, financial literacy for entrepreneurship, and public policy through public engagement. When Dr. Janetta Besh Cole was unanimously elected the 7th president and national chair 1 year ago, she challenged the organization to meet 2 specific goals.
This organization is poised to be more intergenerational and to be more prominent nationally and ultimately internationally.
Having presided over the only 2 colleges for women of color in the U.S., Spelman and Bennett, Dr. Cole understands that to reach its full potential, NCNW must have deep roots as well as emboldened wings.
You need to look back in order to go forward. The folk who grew me up said, you can't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been.
Dr. Cole is responsible for launching Girl Tech, a symposium for women in technology that reaches across the country in order to share ideas, mentor one another, and network within the industry. The inaugural year of the HBCU tour has sparked interest in over 3,000 high school students and is already in the planning stages to overshadow this year's effort.
I might be able, in this period, working with others, to bring NCNW more prominently back on the national scene. There should never be a convening around a table, certainly having anything to do with Black women, where NCNW does not have a seat.
Ladies, that is our NCNW legacy. Those are the shoulders on which we stand. And so I'm going to turn the meeting back over to our chair, Shalisa Brunson.
Thank you, Karima. Thank you, ladies. We now have Representative Donna Bullock on the call with us, and she is going to administer the oath of office for our for our newly elected board. I just want to give you all a little bit of background on Representative Bullock, and then she will begin with the administering of the oaths. Representative Bullock is a member of the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. She represents the 195th Legislative District in North and West Philadelphia. She's also the current chair of the Pennsylvania Legislative Black Caucus. During her service in the Pennsylvania House, she has served as Assistant Whip in the Democratic Caucus, Secretary of the Joint Legislative Conservation Committee, Vice Chair of the Pennsylvania Legislative Black Caucus, and the Democratic Caucus appointee to both the Interstate Commission for Juveniles and the Governor's School Safety and Security Committee. Representative Bullock is a lawyer and Temple alumna from class of 2004. She previously served as Special Assistant to Philadelphia City Council President Darrell L. Clark and as the City Council Research Fellowship Director. She joined Clark's office in January 2011 as his Community and Economic Development Coordinator. Before her work for the city, Bullock worked at a private law firm and for Philadelphia Community Legal Services, where she formed and advised nonprofit organizations, small businesses, and community groups. Representative Bullock's public service precedes her work in government. She has volunteered and served on several boards, task forces, and coalitions. She currently serves on the boards of Community Legal Services, Philadelphia Legal Assistance, the Jesu School, and the Affordable Housing Center of Pennsylvania. She and her husband, Otis Bullock, also a lawyer and Temple alum, live a life of service in Strawberry Mansion with their 2 sons. Representative Bullock, thank you so much for being here with us today. You are an amazing star in the state of Pennsylvania, and we are glad to have you here to help us record this momentous occasion for our section. Whenever you're ready to get started, you may begin.
Thank you, Shalisa, for that warm welcome and introduction. I was able to log on just as the video was starting, and to be able to watch the history of the National Council of Negro Women with you was very inspiring, and I appreciate that opportunity. First, let me say congratulations to this new chapter and section of the NCNW, the Delaware Valley section, and to your newly elected executive committee. I missed the election, so someone would have to share with me the names of your new executive board. If someone could just share that in the chat while I'm talking, that would be appreciated. It is truly an honor to be among Black women during this time. What we have known, and I think we observed in that video, is that Black women have always led the movements. We have always been, you know, whether behind the scenes or in the front, working hard to fight for justice, to fight for civil rights, education, healthcare, labor rights. Women, particularly Black women, have always been there. We have always done the work. We know that Black women show up to the polls all the time. Folks know that too. That's why they come for our votes. We show up whether we are voting for president or dog catcher. We understand the value of our vote, and we understand the value of our voices. Black women have led causes from the South to the North, from earlier parts of this 19th century to present day. We have been in the forefront of those movements. Today, and I think particularly during this year in 2020, it has become even more relevant and important for Black women to lead. And we have seen the strength of our leadership in places like the state of Georgia, where our sister Stacey Abrams is killing it right now, and showing the power of Black women. And surely in the White House, when Kamala Harris, our future vice president, leads on a national stage. But right here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Black women are leading. We have an unprecedented number of Black women in Philadelphia City Council. But not only that, Black women are leading in Harrisburg. While I take on the reins of the chair of the Pennsylvania Legislative Black Caucus, the third Black woman to do that, my sister rep, a woman who I joined the House with, we got elected on the same day, made history this year and 2 years ago, when she became the first Black woman to chair the Democratic caucus in the House, and now she serves as the leader of the Democratic caucus, and I could not be more proud than Representative Joanna McClinton. But today we understand that our work as Black women, we are more powerful when we stand together. And together we lead, whether we're leading in our households, in the workplace, on school boards, or in the Capitol. Black women continue to lead in our collective strength, in our sororities, in our faith-based organizations, in our labor-based organizations and unions, and everywhere in between where Black women lead. It is our collective strength that has made us strong. And we have truly been the backbone, not only the backbone, but the moral compass for our country. So I want to thank you again for allowing me to participate and administer this oath. It is truly an honor to celebrate other Black women, truly an honor to acknowledge your leadership and to be here for this moment. So I will begin the oath, and thank you for sharing those names with me. And again, congratulations to those newly elected officers. We'll start with the president. President Juanita M. Jenkins. Where are you on the screen? I'll find you. Juanita, you have been elected president of the Delaware Valley section of the National Council of Negro Women. Through the election process, the section members have demonstrated their faith in your leadership and ability to carry out the duties of the highest office of your section. They have recognized your allegiance to the purpose and mission to the National Council of Negro Women and your dedication to upholding the bylaws of your section. You will carry out your duties with the assistance of the Executive Committee and the section members. The Executive Committee and membership will look to you for guidance. Do you accept this responsibility and promise to fulfill to the best of your ability the duties of president? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Congratulations, President Juanita M. Jenkins.
Thank you.
Moving on to our first Vice President, Dr. Doreen Laurie. You have been elected first Vice President of the Delaware Valley section. Members have chosen you to fulfill the duties of this office, which includes assuming the duties of President in her absence. You will work closely with the President, the Executive Committee, and members. You will be driving force to ensure programs and events are aligned to the critical concerns of the national office and the sections of this demographic area. Do you accept this responsibility and promise to fulfill to the best of your ability the duties of first Vice President? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Congratulations, First President, Dr. Doreen Laurie. Second Vice President, Ms. Deidre Gray. Ms. Gray, you have been elected second Vice President of the Delaware Valley section. Members have chosen you to be responsible for attracting, recruiting, and retaining members and ensuring that national fees and section dues remain current. You will work closely with the President and the National Membership Director to track section membership. As a member of the Executive Committee, you will be making decisions that affect the future of your section that must be consistent with the bylaws of the section. Do you accept this responsibility and promise to fulfill to the best of your ability the duties of second Vice President? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Thank you, Ms. Gray, and congratulations to our second Vice President. Third Vice President, Ms. Jade Daniels. Ms. Daniels, you have been elected third Vice President of the section. Members have chosen you to be the liaison and attract intergenerational members, specifically young adults, collegiate transitions, and members under the age of 25. As a member of the Executive Board, you will be making decisions that affect the future of the Delaware Valley section. That must be consistent with the bylaws of this section. Do you accept this responsibility and promise to fulfill to the best of your ability the duties of Vice President? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Congratulations to third Vice President, Ms. Jade Daniels. Treasurer, Delisha Adderley. I believe I pronounced that correct. Ms. Adderley, you have been elected the treasurer of the section. Members have chosen you to be the guardian of the section's finances, to collect, disperse, and maintain accurate records of these transactions. You will prepare a monthly report of the section's finances and present these reports to each general membership meeting. You will work closely with the financial secretary and the second Vice President and assist the Delaware Valley section in the collection and forwarding of section dues and national fees. As a member of the Executive Board, you will be contributing to the decisions that affect your section. Do you accept this responsibility and promise to fulfill to the best of your ability the duties of treasurer? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Congratulations to Treasurer Delisha Adderley. Financial Secretary, Ms. Annie Williams Gadsden. Ms. Gadsden, you have been elected Recording Secretary. Members have chosen you for this important office whose duties include recording and transcribing minutes of all executive board and general meetings of the Delaware Valley section. You are the custodian of these records of actions, decisions, and policies of your section, and you are to make them available to the executive committee and members as outlined in your bylaws. Do you accept this responsibility and promise to fulfill to the best of your ability the duties of recording secretary? If so, answer, I do.
I do, but I'm not recording secretary. I am financial secretary.
I apologize, Ms. Gadsden. You know what? I am going to do that correctly.
Thank you.
So we will do that over. Thank you. So Ms. Gadsden, you are the financial secretary, and you have been elected financial secretary of the section. Members have chosen you to administratively produce and provide documentation to support all section financial transactions. You will work closely with the treasurer to prepare monthly reports on behalf of the section's finances. You will work closely with the second vice president in the collection, receipting, and forwarding of the section dues and national fees. As a member of the executive board, you will be contributing to the decisions that affect your section. Do you accept this responsibility and promise to fulfill, to the best of your ability, the duties of the financial secretary? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Thank you. And she is on top of it. That's who you want as your financial secretary, paying attention to the details. Congratulations to our financial secretary, Ms. Gadsden.
Thank you.
Lastly, our recording secretary, Ms. Patricia Williams. Ms. Williams, you have been elected recording secretary. Members have chosen you for this important office, whose duties include recording and transcribing minutes of all executive board and general membership meetings of the Delaware Valley section. You are the custodian of these records of actions, decisions, and policies of your section, and are to make them available to the executive committee and members as outlined in our bylaws. Do you accept this responsibility and promise to fulfill to the best of your ability the duties of recording secretary? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Congratulations to our recording secretary, Ms. Patricia Williams.
Representative Bullock, we actually elected a corresponding secretary as well, and I put the oath, I sent a message to you with the oath there for you as well. I know I didn't send that to you before.
Okay. Thank you very much. We now have our corresponding secretary, Ms. Gail Montgomery Watson. Ms. Watson, you have been elected corresponding secretary of the section. The members have chosen you to provide prompt and courteous responses to all communications with members and the general public. You will keep the section informed of national initiatives and stay abreast of all communication entering and exiting the section. You are to maintain files of this correspondence and make it available to the section as needed. It is recommended that you become familiar with the best and new ways of disseminating information to the section and the public. Do you accept this responsibility and promise to fulfill to the best of your ability the duties of corresponding secretary? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Congratulations to the corresponding secretary, Ms. Gail Montgomery Watson. In accordance with the Constitution and bylaws of the Delaware Valley section of the National Council of Negro Women Incorporated, these members have been elected, appointed, and duly installed as the officers to lead the section during the 2020-2022 program year. As members of the executive committee, they will work closely with the national office, state officers, and section committees to ensure that the Delaware Valley section upholds the National Council of Negro Women mission. It is only right and fitting that the members of the Delaware Valley section of the National Council of Negro Women Incorporated pledge your full support to these officers in every way to accomplish the goals outlined by the section. Will all the members please rise, or since we're on Zoom, we can raise our right hands. That may work better. I'm not sure if you all have your oath or if I should recite it to you. But I was asked, do you members of the Delaware Valley section of the do you, as members of the Delaware Valley section of the National Council of Negro Women Incorporated, pledge your full support to our new officers in the fulfillment of their official responsibilities? If so, please state, I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do. I do.
I do.
Congratulations again to these amazing ladies and to the membership of the Delaware Valley National Council of Negro Women. Let's recite your mission together.
I'm going to put it up on the screen right now.
Okay. Our mission.
Our mission.
Our mission.
Our mission.
To lead, develop,
and
advocate for
women
of
African descent
as they
support
their
families
and
communities.
We
fulfill
our
our
mission
through
research, advocacy,
advocacy, and
national and community-based health education,
education
and
and
economic empowerment services and programs in the United States and Africa.
Congratulations. And now the NCNW pledge.
It is our pledge to make a lasting contribution to all that is finest and best in America, to cherish and enrich her heritage of freedom and progress by working for the integration of all her people, regardless of race or national origin, into her spiritual, social, cultural, civic, and economic life, and thus aid her to achieve the glorious destiny of a true and unfettered democracy.
Congratulations again to the Delaware Valley section of the National Council of Negro Women. We have done an unprecedented thing here by swearing in your new officers through Zoom and taking an oath together through Zoom. And I understand that this section started with Zoom, and as we will say, we'll be Zooming all through the next couple of months.
Yes.
But we are leading, and Black women have learned to lead in more troubling circumstances. So I am sure we will get through a Zoom call here and there. Again, congratulations to this amazing group of women. I look forward to working with you, being a part of the National Council of Negro Women right here in the Delaware Valley. Most important, as we just pledged, to help all of us achieve the glorious destiny of a true and unfettered democracy. Madam President, the Delaware Valley section is formed and ready to carry out the responsibilities of the National Council of Negro Women Incorporated. Please receive the President of the Pennsylvania State Coalition as she presents this charter.
Thank you. Thank you.
Woo! I just want to cry. So thank you, Representative Bullock, for your time. We are grateful. Thank you to the Executive Committee for seeking you out to be here with us today. We are truly excited about the work that will come out of this section. You know, standing on strong shoulders, Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune would be singing This Little Light of Mine right now. This section chartered on September 10th, 2020. And we're just elated to be at this point. I do want to take some time and just congratulate all of the newly elected executive committee members. I challenge you to keep your committee tight. As you noticed in your oaths of offices, at every interval, it said to the best of your ability. To the best of your ability. The amazing thing about the best of your ability is that you have a whole village amongst you. As women, we wear many hats. Sometimes we're a derby, sometimes we're a cowgirl, sometimes we're wearing a fedora. And as you change hats in the course of the day and in the course of your leadership, your executive committee is what keeps you going. It is so important for you to gel and to create a culture that really embraces people wanting to be a member of NCNW. We do amazing work throughout the state of PA, from the top of Pittsburgh to now the belly of Pennsylvania. And I expect no less from this section. I think what's very unique about the Delaware Valley section is that you serve 5 counties. So it's going to be very important that our programs and initiatives stretch across this belly of Philadelphia. I encourage you to identify liaisons for each of those counties who have their finger on the pulse of what's happening in their individual communities, and let's create programs and initiatives to serve those communities. We have a large landscape. We'll do things on the national level, and what my goal is always to grow NCNW from a statewide perspective. We have a huge territory. So if we find several initiatives that we think impact women, our families, and our communities, let's do things on a state level. I'm excited to work with each and every one of you. Can you just large screen the president of this section, Juanita M. Jenkins? I want to give her just an opportunity to just say a couple of words. And I think it's important for you to now know the face of Delaware Valley section of NCNW. Juanita, can you just say a few words to the section on behalf of your leadership, and congratulations. I am so glad to see you in this space. It's been a long journey, but we're here. So can you just say a few words to the section?
My dear sisters and brothers who might be with us this morning, I bid you a good morning and a good welcome to a new day for the members of the Delaware Valley section. I am elated and overjoyed about what has transpired today and the direction that we are headed in together. I have spoke many times about the African proverb about how we go further together. And that is what I endeavor to do as your president, to engage the membership. So we as a body go together, and we can go further together than we can separate. As Madam State Representative mentioned about what was taking place in Georgia right now, our reach goes farther beyond than just the Delaware Valley. We have family in various places, and we can affect change within the Keystone States and ripple it further beyond. And so that is what I'm expecting of this tenure that I am embarking upon. We're embarking upon together. And I couldn't be more humbled at this work that we are endeavoring to move and do together. And so with that, I greet you in the words, and I admonish you in the words of our national chair and president. Onward, onward into this new day that we have never seen before. Onward into this new space and this new paradigm shift of executing a new day and a new way of thinking, innovation that will speak to our communities in the language that they hear and can receive as love. And that was one of our very words that was left to us by our dear founder. I leave you love. And I charge to this committee, I charge to this membership that we move in love and that we move in sisterhood and understanding the depth of what is ahead of us, and charging within our own selves that we pull on that which within us to give it out to those who need it most. So I thank you so much for the 45 members who are on this call today. We've got much work to do, but it's well within capable hands, your hands, to do. And so I'm ecstatic, I am humbled, and I say onward with our youth, and nobody left behind, not our men, not our children, but no one left behind. Onward together as our community, our council of this great council, onward together. So I thank you for coming out this morning, and I say onward. Thank you, Madam President, State President, for allowing me to speak during this time.
Thank you, and congratulations once again. Just so happy to be at this space. As you move forward, know that next on your immediate, what's expected immediately is to appoint your parliamentarian, your chaplain, and your historian. You don't need to consult with anyone in order to do that. That's a choice and that you make. So by the time we all get together again, please have those individuals in place. I bid you well, an amazing day for the entire section. Thanks again for everyone for coming together, and just the election committee. You guys are amazing. That's what a village does, and you definitely executed and stepped up. Thank you to all of the candidates for putting your hat in the ring and understanding the value of leadership. And I'm looking forward to working with every one of you throughout the remainder of this 2-year term. We want to give you back your day. Happy holidays. And just enjoy and love up on each other. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and people are feeling various emotions, but I can tell you this, NCNW will be at the top of its game, and I'm looking forward to the new year. Thanks again, Representative Bullock, for joining us today. We really appreciate you, and have an awesome day, everyone. Thank you. And at this, and to adjourn today's special meeting for the announcement of the elected officers of the Delaware Valley section of the National Council of Negro Women.